Good evening, everyone. This is your boy Saxman, and this is Saxman Breaking News. Tonight I have two stories I want to share with you tonight. These two, the only reason I'm sharing these two really touch home with me. First, breaking news. New York City Corrections Officer John Jeff was shot dead in Queens, New York. The second story I'll be coming to you will be 3 police officers shot in Cedar Park, Texas, August 16th. Suspect had buried himself in a home. Let's talk about the first one here. The corrections officer was shot on Saturday the 15th in a barrage of gunfire, law enforcement sources says. John Jeff, 28, was found on the sidewalk at Ridgedale and Defoe Street around 3 a.m. in Jamaica, Queens. Riddled with 11 gunshots wounds, Jeff was at a party before his killing. His gun is missing, sources said. They found his holster empty, so they assume somebody took the gun. That's the situation. Austin, Texas. Multiple officers have been shot while responding to a call in Cedar Park, Texas. According to Cedar Park Police Department, 3 were shot in the incident. They were responding to a call, and the suspect, I guess they ran into some gunshots. It says they are at a local hospital in stable conditions. Police say the subject is not in custody, and at this time, and that the incident could turn into a hostage situation where there's kids inside. Now, I got some video on both stories. I will be sharing them with you right now.
New York City. The NYPD says there have been 15 shootings since last night. 3 people died. One of the victims, a 28-year-old correction officer. CBS 2's Nick Calloway begins our coverage in Jamaica. Nick?
And neighbors here tell me that they heard a barrage of gunfire here on Ridgedale Street early this morning. Behind me, you can still see crime tape and evidence markers in the street as investigators keep looking for clues. Some 15 hours later, cops tell us they responded just after 3 a.m. this morning and found 28-year-old John Jeff unconscious with gunshot wounds to the head and torso. Jeff was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. One neighbor here told me there was an argument before the shooting started. NYPD sources say Jeff had just left a party when he was gunned down. John Jeff was a correction officer at Rikers Island. He had been on the job just over 2 years, and colleagues say he was well-liked and highly regarded.
The hell?
The Correction Officers Benevolence Association has put out a $10,000 reward for information leading to an arrest in this case. Now you can see this is still an active scene here on Ridgedale Street, just off Merrick Boulevard. Police say no arrests have been made. One more thing to note, police sources tell us that the victim's sidearm holster was empty when officers got here. So now police are also investigating whether the victim's weapon, whether his firearm was taken after that attack. Reporting live in Jamaica, Queens, Nick Calloway, CBS.
Like an idiot with a mask on. The hell you doing a mask on? You gotta be kidding me. He got a fucking mask on. You ain't standing in front of nobody. All right, here's the second story.
We're starting off with some breaking news out of Cedar Park, where several officers have been shot after responding to a home. And that's where we find KB's Mike Marute. And Mike, what can you tell us about the situation, and how are the officers doing right now?
Well, Jenny, these 3 officers are in stable condition, but there's still a lot of activity at the scene. It's very active here, right at the corner of Baghdad and Heritage Park Drive. I'm going to step out of frame here so you can get a good look for the scene. We've seen a lot of different agencies here, including Cedar Park Fire, Cedar Park Police, Liberty Hill Police, the Williamson County Sheriff's Office. Texas DPS is even on scene to assist if needed. We've also seen a helicopter going above the scene, as well as a drone was up earlier, but I'm not seeing it in the sky now. Now, I did talk with a neighbor who told me that he was just taking out his garbage earlier today. This happened around 4 o'clock or so, maybe a little bit earlier than that. And he was taking out his garbage. He heard about 20 shots and then had to go back inside with his dad. Cedar Park police are telling him to stay inside at this time. Again, SWAT is here on scene. They've been here for about 45 minutes or so. Many of the residents in this neighborhood actually got a shelter-in-place order because of the active shooter situation that's happening right now, again, at Baghdad and Heritage Park Drive. It's actually right down the street from Leander High School, to give you some perspective on exactly where we are right now. We've been here for the past hour or so. We've seen a lot of different agency vehicles come in, go out, as you see right now as well from the sheriff's office. One of their vehicles is leaving the scene, but again, still very active. Does not mean it's slowing down anytime soon. And like you said, Jenny, 3 officers were shot at this incident. We don't know exactly why they were here at that time, but again, the neighbor I spoke to said he has routinely seen police activity at the house that we are trying to see right now. But again, Cedar Park police are saying that the suspect has barricaded himself inside the house, and it's been, you know, pretty much a standstill since then. So this scene here is continuing to develop, and we'll be continuing to give you live updates here on social media, on KVUE, and on our website, kvue.com, and our YouTube page. Reporting live right here in Cedar Park, Mike Marut, KVUE News. Jenny?
All right, Mike Marut will remain on the scene as this situation remains active. The city of Cedar Park is also asking residents and anybody else to avoid that area being Baghdad Road. Again, that incident remains active, so stay with KVUE News. Mike Marut will stay on the scene, and we will break into our coverage if anything happens out there.
Baghdad Road. Baghdad Road. It lets you know just what's going on out here. Baghdad. When you hear that, you think about overseas, over in Baghdad, and you think about Saddam Hussein. That's what you think about. Well, I'm in the show. I just wanted to put those 2 shows up, put those 2 stories up. When most stories come in to me, I'll put them back out again. I want to thank everyone for tuning in and watching. This will be something that I'll be doing on a regular basis until I can get the rest of my equipment up, I told you. And I'll be doing skits and funny videos. I want everyone to enjoy my videos, subscribe to my shows, subscribe to my channel, like my shows and videos, share my shows and videos. Help your boy out. I need your help. I need all the support I can get to make this show a lot better. So if you can do this for me, I appreciate it very much. This is your boy Sax, and I'll talk to you later.